This new 6'9" demigod build with an 89 dunk gets the most insane posterizer animations I've seen so far in 2K25. It also gets a 92 mid-range so you can fade all day in green. And with an 83 3-ball, I'm able to hit smothered greens because of how tall I am. And with a 92 perimeter, I'm able to get bumpy and lock up my opponent. And with only a 75 speed with ball, I can speed boost every single time and break ankles whenever I want, opening myself up for a 3. And if we hit 3,000 likes on this video, I'll show you guys my new jump shot and sigs, so like up and subscribe. Before we get into the build, I want you guys to know that this build is mainly for 1v1 and the 2v2 courts, okay? So feel free to use this build as a template, change anything you like based on the game modes that you play. Now for the position, you have to go small forward. You cannot make a shooting guard or a point guard 6'9", so we're forced to go with the small forward position. And of course, the height is going to be 6'9", and the weight, we went 185 pounds just to be the lightest and the fastest. Now for the wingspan, we went 6'11". Starting off with the speed, we're going to be going with an 80 speed on this build. Speed literally says it affects how fast a player can run or sprint around the court without the ball. So guys, if you guys are playing twos, this is really good for when your center has the ball off of a rebound and you want to dex back and forth. You can do that, okay? Now with an 80 speed, it's very glitchy and it's definitely worth putting on. Now for my agility, ladies and gentlemen, I went with an 85 agility, okay? Agility is super important this year, okay? Agility has a lot to do with defense, and it literally says it affects how fast you move laterally. So on defense, if you have low agility, it's not going to be good, man. I would definitely not recommend going lower than an 80, to be honest. Now for the vertical, it's going to go up to a 78, okay? The reason why we're going with a 78 is because we're going to be getting some contact dunks, and you guys are going to see in a second. Now the strength is going to be a 57. It's naturally going to bring itself up anyways as I upgrade the build, but I just try to make it less confusing for you guys. You're going to have a 57 strength regardless on this build, so I just decided to go ahead and bring it up. All right, guys, so for the driving dunk, we're going to be rocking with an 89 driving dunk on this build, and guys, we get some crazy badges, okay? We get silver posterizer. Now, I want you guys to know, get ready, man. This build could be insane once I get cap breakers, once you guys get cap breakers. You could use your max +1 badges on posterizer or anything you like, but we do get an 89 dunk, which unlocks contact dunks, and you do need that 78 vertical. Now again, when I bring up my speed with ball, my ball handle, all that stuff, it's naturally going to bring these stats that I'm about to bring up. They're naturally going to bring them up. So I'm not just choosing to go with the 75 layup, but that is what we get on this build when I bring up my other attributes. And with the 75 driving layup, we get layup mix master on bronze. That's not too bad. And we also get float game on bronze as well. And the close shot is going to be an 82 strictly because, again, the stats below are going to bring this up regardless. So I don't want you guys thinking that I'm just choosing to bring it up to an 82. That's what the stat is going to be regardless on this build. Now the finishing on this build is absolutely insane. I've been seeing people make like smaller guards with Hall of Fame and Legend posterizer, and they look good and all. They can get some contact dunks, but man, it's just something about this tall 6'9" build being able to throw it down with ease. Absolutely just abusing the dunk meter is insane on this build. And as you guys can see, I'm absolutely just having my way with these opponents. They cannot stop the dunk meter, bro. They cannot stop it on this 6'9". The contacts are literally insane, man. I'm dribbling right past them. We're going to talk about dribbling in a second, but I'm literally just getting past them, and I'm just getting at their hip, and I'm forcing that contact dunk. And I'm telling you guys, man, I get some of the most insane contact dunks with only an 89 driving dunk, okay? Guys, if you guys are going to do a template on this build, I would definitely recommend going with a 96 because you get crazier contacts with that. But I mean, you guys are seeing right now, I'm getting insane contacts with only an 89 driving dunk. And guys, by the way, this is only silver posterizer, and plus this build isn't fully maxed out. But as you guys can see, I'm going absolutely stupid. Now let's talk about the layups as well. The contact layups with this build is absolutely broken. I only have a 75 layup, and as you guys can see, I'm literally just making the most BS layups on this game. I don't know if it's because the person doesn't have much defense or what, but I am literally forcing myself, trying to get a contact dunk, but it's not working, and I'm making these contact and just hella contested layups. And the spin layups and the spin dunks are so OP, mainly because of how tall my player is, and he literally just glides to the rim. I can literally double click square at the mid-range when I'm driving, and I'm gliding to the rim. As you guys see in these clips right here against Wavy Mello, I'm literally just gliding right past him with a free dunk every single time. But overall, finishing is a lot of fun on this build, man. And also, like I said, man, if you want to change things up, go with the 96 dunk, feel free to. It's a lot of fun. Finishing is a blast on this this game. But overall finishing is a lot of fun, but let's go ahead and move on to the shooting. All right, now this is where the build gets really good. For the mid-range guys, we're gonna bring this all the way up to a 92, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look at the badges we're getting. We're getting Deadeye on gold. We're getting Set Shot Specialist on gold. We're getting Shifty Shooter on gold as well. And again, guys, max +1 badges and cap breakers are so important, especially if you're gonna be playing the game a lot. Again, use this build as a template, change anything, use max +1s on whatever you want. Now, a lot of these clips in this gameplay, you're gonna see Hall of Fame Shifty Shooter pop up, and that's because I use my max +1 on that, and I'm fading like crazy for mid-range on this build. Now for the 3-point rating on this build, we're gonna bring this all the way up to an 83, and the main reason we do this is for 2 reasons. Number 1 is for bronze limitless, okay? And the second reason we're going with an 83 3-ball is because of the takeovers, okay? There's a lot of takeovers. Once you get past an 80 3-point rating, you unlock a lot of takeovers that boost your 3-pointer, okay? So an 83 3-ball, bronze limitless, and we also get some crazy takeovers. The free throw in this build is going to be a 69. Again, use this as a template and change anything you guys would want to. All right, so let's talk about the shooting on this build. This build is so fun to shoot on with these high stats. A lot of these tall guards are going like low 3-ball, 80 to 83 mid-range, but nope, on this build you're going to be able to dominate from mid-range and the 3-point range. The dribble pull-ups on this build are absolutely insane, especially if you max +1 Shifty Shooter. Again, in these clips I have Hall of Fame Shifty Shooter, and I'm literally just pulling up in these dudes' face and I'm greening it, and it's mainly because of Deadeye and because of just how tall I am. You guys have got to remember, I'm not a 6'6", 6'7" guard. I am 6'9" doing this. The dribble pull-ups are really smooth, and also the hop steps are beautiful with this build. You're tall, you have long legs, you're going to create a lot of space from the mid-range area, even 3-ball, and you're going to be able to step back and green that with ease just about every single time. Oh, don't even get me started on the spin jumper. I don't even know what spin jumper I have on right now. I don't even know whose it is, but man, oh man, I am sparking with this. It creates so much space, again, just because of how tall I am. But I'm able to hit a lot of contested and smothered shots on this build, whether that's mid-range pulling up or that's from just a step back standstill 3. Just because of how tall I am, I cannot get contested. It's so hard. You got to remember, man, a lot of these lockdowns out here or any guards are like 6'5" to 6'6", so I do have a couple inches on them, no diddy, and I'm able to hit these shots because of how short they are. And again, like I said, man, this build is mainly for 2s and 1s, so that's why I put the speed up, man. That's why I went with an 80 speed, so I can dex around off ball. And as you guys can see right here, man, I'm in Old Town just dexing around, getting open for 3 and knocking down these catch and shoot shots. It's so fun, man. You guys are gonna absolutely love it out here with Set Shot Specialist on gold, gold Shifty Shooter, gold Deadeye. It's absolutely fun. You guys are gonna love it so much. But overall shooting is a lot of fun. Now let's talk about the playmaking. All right, now this is where a lot of people aren't gonna like this, but ladies and gentlemen, you don't need really that high of a pass accuracy. If you're playing 2s, like I said, use this build as a template and change anything you like. But for me to have some crazy attributes in other areas on this build, I had to sacrifice pass accuracy, and I promise you guys right now, you can still throw steamers on this build. It's going to be fine. It's not as fast, obviously, as like an 80, but you're going to get away with it, and you're going to be fine with a 65. Now, for the ball handle, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be maxing this out at an 80, okay? And with an 80 ball handle, luckily, we unlock Silver Unpluckable. Now, luckily, in 2K25, steals aren't too OP. Well, at least not yet. Not many people have found out how OP it is, I guess, yet, but we're going to be getting away with that at the moment using Silver Unpluckable. Again, guys, make sure to use this as a template. Change anything you want. You can even use your max +1 on this and go gold Unpluckable if you'd like. And for the speed with ball, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be rocking with a 75 to get that Silver Lightning launch. All right, so let's talk about dribbling and show you guys how amazing this build is. From dribbling, playmaking, everything in that standpoint. Guys, this build can speed boost every single time. If you guys don't know how to speed boost, make sure you guys go watch my last video. After you guys finish this video, go watch my last video because I'm breaking down, I did a whole dribble tutorial breaking down how to speed boost every single time. And you guys know these little guards can't even speed boost right now, but I know how to on a 6'9". So make sure you guys go check that video out. But look at me speed boosting literally every single time. It's easy, man. But the speed boosting is going to get you open mainly from 3. It doesn't really get you open too much from mid-range because it's kind of a backward speed boost. But yeah, the speed boosting is really good on a 6'9" build. The cross launches are really good. Unfortunately, I don't get like Devin Booker dribble style. I still get a decent one. I think I'm using Jalen Green in these clips, and they're still very effective. I'm still able to get a little bit of a cross launch on a 6'9" and create space against my defender. Man, oh man, and the ankle breakers are fire on this build. I only have ankle assassin on bronze, but I'm still able to get a lot of ankle breakers, mainly off of the step backs and the snatchbacks, off the hop jumpers and the snatchbacks. But I'm mainly getting a lot of ankle breakers off the step backs and off of the hop jumpers. But yeah, a build at 6'9", getting this many ankle breakers consistently is absolutely insane. And with that 92 mid-range or 82 3 ball, after you get that ankle breaker, you're guaranteed to make the shot if you got a good jumper on. And as you guys can see, I'm absolutely going crazy with this new glitchy hop jumper. Again, man, if you guys want to know how to do these moves, man, click the last video, go check it out, showing you guys how to do all these cheesy moves, because you guys know, man, speed boosting is really hard. 2K25 gameplay is relatively a little slow. So if you guys want to know how to do these moves, go watch that last video. But I'm absolutely killing it out here with these glitchy hop jumper cancels and speed boosting right out of it. But overall, this build is a lot of fun to dribble on at 6'9". I'm going crazy with the shot cancels. I'm going crazy with the signature go-tos into a shot cancel, into a speed boost. You can really do whatever you want on this build. But yeah, playmaking is a lot of fun on this build. So make sure you guys, again, use this build as a template and change anything you want. But now let's talk about defense, because that is one of the most important parts about 2K. All right, so starting off with the perimeter, we're going to go ahead and put that all the way up to a 92. Guys, we get gold challenger. We get off-ball pest on Hall of Fame. We get on-ball menace on gold. We get pick dodger on gold. We are 6'9" with a 92 perimeter. This is absolutely insane. Now, for the steal rating, again, like I said, use this build as a template. Change anything you want. For me personally, I know I'm going to be grinding this game and I'm going to unlock cap breakers. But for me, I went with a 74 steal, and I'm going to put my first 5 cap breakers on the steal rating so I can get silver glove, which is actually going to require a 79 steal. Okay, as you guys can see, if I were to put it up all the way, you get silver glove at 79. But for me, I'm going to leave it on 74 and use my cap breakers on that. And for our block, we're going to go ahead and put that on 74 to unlock that bronze paint patroller, which is kind of like Anchor from last year. Also has some leftover attributes on this build. You could just go with a 60 interior, to be honest, just to get that paint patroller, but I had some leftover attributes, so I just put it on here and put it up to a 64 to have some even more defense on this build. And also, this is where the build gets pretty cheesy. We're actually going to go ahead and max out the offensive rebound, because offensive rebound is very cheap. And guys, look at this. We're going to go with a 76 offensive rebound. You're 6'9". When your center on the twos takes a crazy shot or mistimes his shot, you're going to be able to snag that offensive rebound probably like 8, maybe like 7, 8 times out of 10. And for the defensive rebound, we're going to go ahead and put this up to a 63 because that's our leftover attribute. Now, the defense on this build is pretty solid. On the 2s and 1s is great. That 85 agility is very handy. And I just get really bumpy on this build. And remember, guys, with that 92 perimeter, you're going to be able to get really bumpy and get a lot of a contest from 3. Because remember, man, you're 6'9". When you jump, hold your right stick up. Naturally, you're just going to get a higher, contest percentage because you're taller. And with that gold challenger, that gold on-ball menace, you're going to be literally a menace on defense with this build. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. The paint defense is okay on this build. This build is mainly to stop other guards. If you go up against a post scorer on this build, I'm going to just keep it real with you. If you go up against a post scorer that knows what they're doing, you're probably not going to get too many stops. But, if you go up against a bum post scorer or any good guard, you're able to hold yourself down and get stops on this build. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what the build looks like at 99 overall. So let's go ahead and see what the build name is. We actually get shades of Ron Artest, which is crazy. And ladies and gentlemen, the build name is going to be a 2-way 3-level shot creator. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. This 6'9" is a lot of fun. I would definitely recommend using it. Again, use this build as a template. Change anything you want. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe. If you guys want more build videos, let me know down below in the comment section, man. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.